What we have here is an automatic external defibrillator. These are great life-saving tools when dealing with somebody that might be in cardiac arrest. The unit that we have here is a Zoll AED3, and this is a common unit that's used around the county. And this is what's available currently in our parks. For the purposes of demonstrating the use of an AED, we're going to do this on a tabletop. However, generally when you're providing life-saving care to someone, you want them to be on a low, flat surface. If you happen to be in one of the parks and need to use the unit, you do have to dial 911. And when you do dial 911, the dispatcher that comes on will give you the code to the cabinet where these AEDs are stored at. In this instance, I have a patient here that is in clear cardiac arrest and can benefit from an AED. So I've turned it on, and as you can see, it's going to start to walk me through the process here. What we would do at this point is to remove the pad packages. We would want to remove the clothing from the patient's bare chest. These units typically also come with a package that has a razor inside of it to be able to shave or remove hair from the locations where the pads are going to be placed. If the person is sweating, make sure that you wipe their chest off and dry the area. You never want to apply the pads while the skin is wet. You want to make sure that when you place the pads, you place them, they fully attach to the patient's chest.
Patient's bare chest.
We will place.
Don't touch patient. Analyzing.
As you can see, once we've placed the pads in the appropriate locations, the unit will tell me not to touch the patient. It's advising the shock is necessary. Before we shock, we want to make sure that everybody is away from the patient and not touching them. So usually we'll say, everybody clear. Once everybody's clear,
shock delivered.
We delivered the shock.
Start CPR.
At this point, the AED is going to give me instruction on how to do CPR on the patient. So I'm going to follow the instruction. And you can see that the unit provides a pace so that you know that you're doing the chest compressions correctly and at the right rate. Once that cycle is complete, it will stop. It will instruct you to stop chest compressions, and it will reanalyze the heart rhythm. You do still have to pay attention to your patient and make sure that even though a shock is not advised, they still don't need CPR. You really can't mess up with these units. All you're doing in this situation is helping the patient. Anything that you can do for a patient that's in cardiac arrest will only benefit them.